Welcome back everyone, I'm the Depressed Dior and this is Cultist Simulator. Let's go back to our regular desk job. That involves summoning demons, apparently. I do like how this doesn't have really any sort of religious context per se. I mean, at least not any real religions. I mean, all of it just kind of revolves around the Mantis stuff itself. Just neat. Gets sort of that Lovecraftian thing going. Alright, so got the Maid in the Mirror again. Good times. Now we have two of them. Obviously I can't kill this guy. We'll just put you on standby for now. Alright. Unfortunately, we're in a little bit of a stuck situation. We're kind of at the mercy of the dream for now. Okay, I promoted you. Good job. So I have at least a good variety. I want a body. No, I don't. No, sorry, I don't need a body. I need a prisoner. Either that or I need to start sacrificing actual people, which is not something I want to do. I mean, I could sacrifice all my pawns. Sorry, there's a cat on my desk. She always picks the inopportune times to jump there. Alright, 1 second. Fixing my screen. Alright. So, our options aren't many. Put you back for now. We have a unnamed person if you really want to do anything with that. Or uninitiated person. Pretty risky, but I'll try it. So you know what? We're gonna start getting rid of our unnamed people. I was originally gonna save them for the possibly for the end, because I originally thought that the requirements for this ascension power was gonna be bodies, just like Sensation, but it's money, which I do like the fact that at least it has some subtle changes. So what we're gonna do is betray and imprison a follower. This will make this person our prisoner. Do it in about 10 seconds. Got those. Let's put you back where you were. You're doing your thing. Alright, so what we now have is a follower betrayed, and now this is a prisoner. This one rails weakly against their fate. I've locked this one away safely. When their screaming and raving subsides, I will subdue them properly. Alright, so with this, I can get a nice little collection of bodies going. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Spencer. We actually need, so one other thing to point out, now that we are on the Ascension path, we don't get the periodic restlessness anymore, at least not from that, which can be a bit dangerous because that means we kind of don't actually have that reliable source of dread to counteract fascination. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to make some dread from our own little handy-dandy police officer here, and even if he survives this and doesn't go insane, it's still going to be beneficial to us, because I can still attempt it over and over again, but it's going to auto-fail, but I'll still get the dread. So we're going to be using the police to help ourselves. Like true heroes. That's what John Wayne would have done. That's a problem. We have dread now. That's a very inopportune time to get that. Alright, so this is the wombo combo here. Because what will happen is the dread's going to be sucked up, and I won't be able to use it to cure the freaking fascinations. There's probably some ways to get dread through painting or something, but I don't know it. I'm really not familiar with the painting stuff. Alright, what do you got for me? Painted river? Perfect. There's a great chamber in the mantis through which a painted river flows. The vagabond, it is claimed, painted it from the memory in the years before she left the house. Certainly there are histories concealed in its design. I traced them with my hand last night. There were fragments of aquamarine paint beneath my nails, flecks of gold leaf when I was done. Alright, so now that we took care of that, we're going to do this. And we're going to slake our thirst. Spider's door is always thirsty, always. The blood I have given leaks in threads and spills through the skin of the world. And the door drinks it, and a moment's satisfaction swells its opening until I can pass. Okay, so he gave us some notoriety, but we also got some dread. Okay, perfect. It got sucked in by the fascination, so we're good. Thank you, Spencer Hobson. So now he's grim. So as long as I keep using winter on him, he's never gonna go insane. He'll just keep giving me dread if I ever need it. So that's taken care of. Alright, I'm gonna wait a little bit. And keep making some money, as well as some vitality. Alright, so what I want to do is talk to the maiden while exploring with this card. Alright, we're now in the spider's door. Here, you can get a 10th order influence here. The lips ache to savor, the fingers ache to clutch. So we got a few options. We are going to go to the Chamber of Ways. So, note how high we're up on this thing now. You can see that the peacock door has stuff as well, but to get through that, we need a certain tool. I went for the wrong one. Emotions contort our thoughts. One passion yields to the next like leaves in the wind's grip. 10th order influence for Moth. Last night I came to the concursum, the mantis heart, which has been called the chamber of choices, where every path one does not take is a stillborn future. In the sea, as the sea sky blue of the chamber's light, I saw the sister and witch pass, their four hands weaving two paths to one. I awoke with my passions contorted to a knot. There's something I must do. There's always something I must do. So we got some moth. Don't really think there's much I want to do with it, but it is what it is. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and use reason to go to the stag door. We can still get some benefit from it. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of just considering all of my options as much as I can. If we just had some other types of these like powerful ingredients, or a more powerful artifact of either Grail, Forge, Heck, even a lantern would be good. I could do something with it, or I can get if I can get access to it, some of those rare languages. I know one way to get one, but it requires a summoning, and I can't. I'm not strong enough to do it, which is a little bit of a problem. So yeah, I was thinking about using this this moth, but I honestly have no use for it. If I had picked up the Grail, I could have done something with it, maybe. It's a little iffy to say the least. Alright. Okay, Fox Lily Meadows. This is the last location on the land beyond the forest. So, at this point, any explorations we're going to do is going to probably be repeats. The scent of fox lilies inspires ferocious appetites. It's probably fortunate that they grow only at this altitude. The peasants have organized to keep treasure seekers away, but some treasure seekers fall prey to lily hungers. Their own treasures lie among their bones, and so the cycle continues. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. We do have a maid in the mirror. She'll lead this expedition with 10 edge and 10 winter. In the meantime, I want to go ahead and send you as a moth, and then the path through the mountains to the high meadow will be hard. The peasants of the mountains will seek to drive us away. If we return home safe, we may struggle to shake off the visions of the place. Alright, while that's going on, Saiba, I'm gonna borrow you for a bit. For nothing in particular. Seduce a stranger for me. A sufficiently persuasive disciple can probably lure a susceptible companion back to us. I'm gonna try to enthrall somebody, essentially. 10th order, that's fine. Got some fascination. I jumped to the mantis behind the white door of the great space beyond, above the orchard, the space that overlooks the bounds. The space where the vagabonds once painted her river, painted ships passed upon the painted river. I met the painted eyes of a painted captain. She saluted, and the motion was like the layer movements of clouds. The sail of the ship was amber, and the captain's eyes the green of new barley, and the river aquamarine. Now that I'm awake, I see those colors still. Alright. Got some progress on some of this stuff here. Got that going. It's going to be a little while before I can potentially get someone seduced, so we'll go ahead and keep going through this as much as we can. Why does it feel like I have less reason now? Oh, whatever. Oh, it's probably because 3 of them. One of them's exhausted at the very least. Oh, that's because they're all down here. That's why I couldn't see them. Alright. Keep making a little bit of money. Alright, we're gonna need an extra coin at some point. The 5th Eye Curse requires heart and winter. We have winter. The high passes, bleak and gray-green slopes lift the eye to distant snow-edged sky-straining peaks. It'll be the devil of a job to find anything in there. Forge will sustain us, winter will shield us. We have winter. Last one is mortals, perhaps even ordinary mortals. Okay, so yeah, we don't need anything. We literally... The maid in the mirror can literally solo this, so all we need to do is just make sure we have enough money. So that should take care of that. Alright, so this guy has erratic, so it's a chance he could screw up the evidence. We'll see. Because if he doesn't, I'm gonna have to do something about it. I call upon magic god who cannot be unbalanced. And yes, I just got evidence. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. The arrow called upon Madrigad is at home in the cold. She will keep us from falling. Okay. Get that taken care of. Alright, more of this. Boop. Boop. Alright. Alright, so I got some erudition. Nothing too special, but it's something. Should hopefully get a body soon. One can hope. Okay, we got a body, last 6 minutes. Also, we got some money out of it, as well as a shit ton of notoriety. Alright. You don't have tenacious, do you? No, you don't. Okay. Hey, Spencer, I need to deal with you. I know you're erratic and all that, but, I'm gonna be getting more notoriety and you're just gonna be a problem. So... I'm gonna go ahead and use some of my edge disciples and hope for the best. Alright. It's not as powerful as my summons, but he's mystic, so not much I can do to get around that. Anyway, we're gonna go through the spider door again and feed him a body. Or it a body, whatever it is. Alright, I could get a Forbidden Epic, but at this point, we've already done everything in that area. I want to go to the Chamber of Ways again. Well, that's a 10th order influence for Lantern. Every color has grown bright as new dye, but now all of them begin to bleed towards white. Oh, and it even states in the description, if unused, it becomes fascination. Last night I came to the Concursum, the core of the Mantis, which has been called the Chamber of Revelations, whose mirrors are endless and whose paths are all-encompassing, and from here the hours can see all that transpires in the Mantis. I saw the Watchman's light in the blue distance of the place, like a sun beneath the sea. Thank you for your efforts. Well, for the time being, we'll go ahead and go through the stack door. Alright, let's, which one is this? This is offering assistant invocation. That one. So that'll get me 10 lantern. More forge. I don't have a way of getting more forge. Alright, fine. You win this round. Just give me another lantern thing, please. Actually, no, I don't want a lantern thing. Let's, really don't want a lantern thing, but I don't think I have an option. Yeah, well, I guess we can take a hint for right now, just to make sure we don't go crazy. I'll see if there's any other possible invocations we can play with. Victim, nope, that's not gonna work. Offering of that. Nope, that ain't gonna work either. Alright, so we'll just do this then. We'll do that. Oh, by the way, the end is beautiful is just, it requires winter and lantern. I think the more you can you get a both or whatever, you can get to major and even better. And what the spell does is it literally just ends a random person, either a random person or a random summon. It's pretty devastating. So yeah, no Forge of Days. Yeah, we'll just do Edge. Alright. Thank you. We got a human corpse for what it's worth. Not exactly something I want to work with at the moment. Oh, we killed him, so that's something at least. What I was gonna be doing? Oh, right. Let's go ahead and get more people, more bodies, more prisoners. That is fascination. That's gonna be annoying. Alright, what do you got for me? Uh, 10th Order Edge. Anger's implicit. This shouldn't give us any issues if we let it go, so... So it shouldn't be an issue. Alright, well... Before I forget, this time we'll actually rest and recover our health, instead of relying on rituals. Alright, so we got a hint if we really care to use it. I'm gonna go ahead and just send it, just so its timer stops. Besides that... Nope, nothing else to mess around with. We'll just make some money. You might have noticed, the last time we went through the spider's door, there was actually an item that we could have gotten. And I'm hoping to get that item. I don't remember what it is, but it's probably something useful. Alright, the Elegast knows what is already lost. His power will protect us. Good for them. I require ever hotter fires. The fuel... Yeah, okay. It's all said the same right there. Got ourselves another hapless prisoner. More notoriety. More money. Yeah, just please keep doing that. We need all the bodies we can get at this point. I don't care if you fail. If you fail, I'll just send someone else. Alright, got the Waking Chant. So now we can take these two and start working on that. It's really all I can work on, unfortunately. It's a weird situation to be in where literally the lore I need, I have really good lore and it's helping me with like summons and stuff, but I need other summons as well to really help me out. But it's pretty hard when I'm just not getting anywhere with it. Alright, we're gonna go through the spider's door again. The flames yearn for me as as I for them. Their touch is much more than pain. I have another mark. Alright, so we're now up to rank 5. The 5th mark. No hair remains on my body. I am strong, devilishly so. I am always shivering every moment I am away from the fireside. So we're making progress with that. We did read some books that talk about getting to the 6th mark and then ascending at, with the 7th mark. But I can tell you right now, we're not going to be able to ascend. Alright. Is there anything else I want to mess with? No. Just keep doing what you're doing. Of course it needs erudition. A favor from authority, so we can get a favor if we really want it. I really want to stick with the Chamber of Ways. And it gave me only a 6th tier? Really? Last night I came to the Concursum, the Mantis Meridian, which has been called the Chamber of Histories. I spoke there with an adept long dead. She told me of her flight through the house. These dozen decades and more of the ways in which the dead survive outside the hours and recall the unsanctioned histories. This morning I recall the ending of one of her stories. That was kind of a rip-off. I think I'll stick with the other. I might go the other way just to. Because yeah, that was a bit of a waste. All right. You're still attempting a seduction. We'll just keep doing what we're doing then. Just use that, please. Got ourselves another prisoner. Good job. You're doing great. Keep giving me prisoners, please. And the good news is prisoners, unlike bodies, bodies can be collected just like notoriety can, but prisoners do not, and prisoners last a whole lot longer. Alright, we'll try that again now that we have erudition. I'm sick again. Despite the fact that I just got the 5th mark and I should be super duper strong right now. Let's go back one. We've dipped claws in ammonia and bound them round our faces to deaden the fox lily scent. Even so, our heads swim. Our bodies respond to a half-dozen contradictory desires. Here are the bones we sought. Loot them and get out. The fox lilies are white as cave skin, white as frost, white as unsullied sheets. It is hard to look away. We will close our eyes and struggle away with our treasure. Sunset Passages, a holy text of the Church of the Unconquered Sun, which in many histories was driven underground in Latin. So that's something we can actually work with. And Silver Spintria. Alright, not the best haul, but it's better than nothing. Alright, well in the meantime, I don't really need the hint, so I'm just going to have you explore for now. At least have a book to translate. We're just gonna grab this. Last night, Gerby was talkative. He spoke in his siege engine voice of histories he overheard in the waking world. I listened until his stories tailed off again into weeping. Oops, that did a little bit of shuffling. That's all right. Alright. Let's, I'll wait a little bit. Got that going for us. I'm just seeing if there's anything I can mess around with. I mean, I have some top tier stuff, but it's all for lore that I can already work. Alright, we'll keep doing this for now. Let's get that sickness fixed, hopefully. Alright, good on that front. Thank you for the docile prisoner. Keep doing what you're doing. I want a collection of these prisoners. Alright. Let's throw some bodies in here again. Boop. Alright. Luckily, taking these prisoners is also getting me money. It's also getting me tons of notoriety, but I'm not concerned about that. I need a glimmering. That's not gonna happen. Alright. The Mallory. Well, my first visit to this thing, it got me freaking fascination. Not what I wanted at all. Well, I feel sorry for that prisoner, because she just died for no reason. Last night in the Mantis, I visited the Mallory, from whose impulses and rotations one does not emerge unchanged. There are many radiances there, from the fires in the forge and her names and her instruments, but one radiance lingers behind them all like a fading music, the last light of the sun in splendor, shed in the moments of his division. Here where the forge is strongest, now that I have awoken, I see that radiance still. Don't go towards the light. Alright, throw more bodies in here. That's what true heroes do. Still didn't get it. Alright, that's fine. Let's do some translations. And of course I got freaking fascination kicking in. Alright, I can get the forbidden thing. I'm going to the Mallory again. Oh good, fascination! Freaking A, are you serious? Twice in a row. Alright. I don't have a way of getting dread. That's a problem. Well, let's keep throwing bodies at this problem, because that's not gonna kill me quickly. Alright, translated it. Read it, please. The church revered the sun in splendor before it was divided, but even while it was still whole, its later selves were recognized as its names. The madrigad, of course, presided over death in the passage into the house. Alright, we need to get rid of that fascination right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do a ritual for that. There we go. Should take some of the heat off us. I still need to get dread somehow, which I don't have a way of doing that unless I get a winter thing. Alright, got that going for us. Rank 10 Grail. I'm just trying to think. I don't know how much I need to do, I don't know how much I need to summon Azim. Azim does Grail and Forge, I know that much. I mean, I could try it and see what happens. But I'm pretty sure I already have enough from other items. You know what? I'll try it. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't work out, that's fine. The lips ache to savor, the fingers ache to clutch. The thirst of the spider's door is second only to that of the Grail. Or perhaps it's even the same thing. I passed it last night, but I penetrated no further than the man says. I spent an hour last night in a dream of its gullet, and this morning I'm afire with avid appetites. The white ceremony was spoken to honor the madrigad at funerals held in the chilly space before dawn. The text cautions that all blades should remain sheathed while the ceremony is spoken, lest the corpse be not quiet. The white ceremony. Alright. Well, that was not impressive at all. Okay. Any other studies I want to do? Yeah, I was going to do the heart stuff. Yeah, the heart stuff. There's not anything else well, I can try to upgrade my freaking Grail. Or I can try upgrading my lantern. What upgrades lantern again? This does. So this would bring it up to 10. Which would and then I could take that 10 and make it into a 12. And that would at least put me in a good place with that. Maybe? Question mark? I'm gonna wait for right now. There's something I want to see first. The flames yearn for me as I for them. Their touch is yeah, so same stuff as before. Now, It is difficult to bend my limbs. I have so many scars. I prefer not to expose my face to the public gaze. I can hold a hot coal in my hand and I feel nothing. Although there is the faintest smell and the softest sizzling. This is the 6th mark. Alright. So we have the 6th mark now. And we just got a raw profit. So here's something we can do with this. Remember the desire slot? The 7th mark is the conflagration of the heart. I am close. Close as the flame is to the candle. I need all the power of the forge I can muster to at least the 36th degree of intensity. 36 degrees is pretty hard to pull off. I would need at least a summon for that, and a good artifact, and a good invocation. And I don't have it right now. It's a little bit easier if your cult matches it, because then at least then you can use an assistant that can have up to 10. But yeah, for right now I don't have anywhere near enough. Right now I'm floating around 5, 11, 19 right now. So I'm about halfway to 36. So remember that book that told us about the number 36? That is why it mentioned it. In the meantime, I do have Grail. We could do Grail. That can do Grail as well. But that won't be enough. Okay. The problem is you only have 3 slots to play with, and a lot of times you just don't have the combinations or enough of certain types to make it work. The wrong one. This one? I'll need a great power, a significant, and some forge. Oh, I need a significant amount of knock. That's the problem. I don't think I can do it though. Yes, there we go. Summon one of the name emanations of the Red Grail. Azim may enter only where the Grail's power is strong, and it will choose to enter only when invoked with the forge. Okay, we're gonna try to summon Azim and see if he can do anything for us, because we need help. So the issue was I was actually lacking knock. Luckily we had that artifact, or that tool. Hello. Iotic essence, and the latter operations of the forge, the madrigal yields to the true forge of days, and the essence begins to redden. Someday, perhaps, it will not, but for now we have this. Alright, so it's an ingredient, so I can only use it once, but it does provide 12 forge. Last night in the Mansis, I visited the Mallory, from whose fires one does not emerge unchanged. The forge's light fell upon me, and my heart boiled, and when I woke my blood burnt within me so that I had to shed it in a cup before it overwhelmed me, and lo, 10 drops of it were not blood exactly. Unless it be the blood of the sun, perhaps. Or sorry, unless it be this blood of the sun. Perhaps I found the cup and the blood is not mine. The forge sears the memory. So we got this now. So with something like this, I can use it as an ingredient. I think I could still use a tool with it. Maybe. And that gets me up to 20. So I can get up to maybe 26 now? Who knows? Alright. Let's go ahead and dive back into this. It'll be a lot easier if we can get the tool we need to get to the last door. But I don't know, I can't get to it. Of course you do. Alright. Hello. Here he is. So many rich aromas like a feast upon the air, but first and mostly blood. Azim, the second thirstly. Change me, change me, change me harder. Now, my turn. He has 12 Grail, 12 Edge. He also can be a tutor. And he has aspect of Phrygian speaker. This spirit may be able to teach you Phrygian, if you know a related tongue. So as long as I know a certain tongue, I can learn from him. So we just need to wait for that to finish up. Hopefully it should finish up soon because I don't have an erudition. In the meantime, I will go ahead and get a little bit more money. Our money's going back up a little bit since we're kidnapping people. Okay, failed again, that's fine. Phrygian, the Great Mother's tongue, of course. If you have enough Greek, I can guarantee that you experience the experience of learning Phrygian will be very pleasant. So you got the background here. Just, it will only take Scholar Greek. My Greek will serve as a foundation. I'll learn everything I can. So Phrygian, we do have 2 books of it. It's not the most we can get out of it, but it's still something. Alright, what else can we work on? Change follows fire, 15th order influence. 15, huh? Alright. I can play with that. I can definitely play with that. Last night in the Mantis, I visited the Mallory, from whose engines and avenues one does not emerge unchanged. I watched the processes of sunset, and I entered the amber joy, and the white joy, and the blue joy, and I was subjected to the enlightenments of calcination, and the forge of days touched me with her burnished fingers, and I rise from my bed with the utter knowledge that all nights must end. Alright. That's pretty intense. Okay. We're still seeing things, but that's okay. So, what can we get done with this? I might have enough. I might be able to ascend. If I have a right that can do all the combinations I need. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna have to do it now. In the meantime, keep doing your thing. Alright. Let's drag out what I have. I have a 15. I got a 12 here. I have an 8 here. I have a 6 here. And I technically have a 5 somewhere over here. Yeah, I have a 5 over here. Actually, I might be able to... I might have more than that. Do I? No, that's only Grail. I do... Nope, don't have that either. Yep, I think that's what... yeah, this is our highest at the moment. We don't have any summons that can play with this. So, what can we play with? There's a Victim, an Influence, and an Invocation here. That's not going to be enough. That's going to be 6, 21, 26. That's not good enough. This will take an ingredient, an instrument, and an invocation. So it's all 4 of these. So, or not an invocation. It takes an ingredient. So it'll be 12, 20, 26. Not enough. All right, sunset right. This one, of course, is going to be 15, 21, 26 again. Not good enough. Yeah. Right of the map. Okay, this will be 15, 23, 29. That's not enough. Assistant instrument, yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough. And the last one's, of course, a body instrument invocation. Okay, I don't have enough. But I will still try to use it. Forge and lantern is what I need. Let's see what I can pull off with this. Summon one of the Naminations of the Forge of Days. King Crucible will come only when the room glows with the aspect called Forge. He also requires Lantern for the light of the glory that he claims to know. So we'll go ahead and get that summoning going. Him being a Forge aspect, hopefully that'll be enough to get maybe that last little bit I need. But it was worth a shot. Anyway, I believe we have another body to play with, so let's go ahead and throw that into the fire. If we can get some other rights, that's also another way we can hopefully expand our options. Alright, at this point it's just gonna, this thing's just gonna suck up freaking my funding. That's fine. It just means I'll always be ready for the Ascension. Herodotus tells us wild story of the pharaoh who discovered the Phrygian language was the first spoken by humans. He was wrong, of course. It was Vac, but everyone knows the story. And there you go. The Phrygians worshipped the Great Mother, who we call the Grail. Theirs was the land in which the Sisterhood of the Knot was born, and this is the tongue in which the Thunderskin pleaded at his ascension. So there you go. Thank you for your assistance. Alright, with that, we can go ahead and start doing this. Got a few books here. And begin translation. We need to get a hold of the other. We're missing 2 languages. I know where one of them is at, technically. I know it's in the Mantis, but I don't know exactly where. Alright, winter passes the clothes, passes the skin, nestles in the veins. 10th order influence, don't really need it. But it may give me dread, and I can use that. Last night I came to Concursum, the place at which all the Mantis corridors end, which has been called the Chamber of Conclusions. Here the hours meet in striving or execution or resignation. In the evening sapphire of the chamber's light, I saw the sun in rags pass with his shattered crown and his silent retinue, and this morning I woke shivering. Do that for now, just to... Oh, summoning a rebellious spirit. It's struggling against my control. This thing is a Mandaic speaker. In the desert, I wait in the ruins, I burn. Metal is water, stone is wax, flesh is smoke. Enter me and be no longer. I kinda need this guy, to say the least. I might be able to summon him again. If he goes crazy, he may consume one of my followers. I can afford losing a follower at this point, so I'm going to attempt. I'm going to attempt to use passion. I've never attempted this. Contending for mastery. The things from outside the world have many weapons, knives and riddles, fire and despair. I have weapons of my own. Alright, here's hoping. It's probably going to fail because this is the first time I've ever used it, but we'll see. I'm succeeding. Mastery regained. Thank you. Alright. Translated the text. Translate this text, please. Wow. I didn't actually attract any, new cops. Probably because I killed a bunch of them. My summoning will obey my wishes, for now. So we got him. We got Green Crucible, whatever his name is. This guy is, he can teach me languages. I don't really need Deep Mandaic, I don't think. Yeah, I need... That's a fact. That's Fusine. But I'll happily pick it up. Something at least. In the meantime, I believe you have some options for me. If it just didn't require an invocation. 12. 12. 18. That'll be 26, because that's an instrument. Victim. Okay, that's doable. Invocation and influence. Don't have an influence for it. So I can get a 12th level influence. 24, 30. Nope, that's not going to work. The problem is I don't have a good invocation. Everything requires an invocation. There's no way I can make the math work. I can get up to 30 at most. That's as good as it's gonna get. Well, I don't really need you for now. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put you in here. I don't really need Azim anymore. He served his purpose. Alright, well that's something. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Cultist Simulator. See you guys later.